So back to Python tutorial, and in this module we're going to be talking about tuple. So tuple is actually the same thing as a list, except that a tuple is not actually changeable. Yeah, I think that's the only difference. So we can't manipulate the value of a tuple. So let's just go ahead and do tuple dot py. Okay, so and let me just add the okay. So if you want to create tuple, it's very simple. You can just say my tuple equals to, so instead of using the square parentheses like a list, it's actually use the parentheses itself. So some people can call it bracket. So the same procedure, C++, Java, I guess. Let's just make it 3 this time. It's actually both. So we can just go ahead and print our tuple out. So my tuple. Okay, so can go like Python 3. Oh, sorry, Python 3 tuple. So you can see just print out the tuple on the list for us. Just like the list, there is nothing really different in there except that the value of a tuple is not actually manipulatable. So if you say tuple dot something, you can see we can count, we can look for the index to. Those are the two things we can actually do when it comes to a tuple. All these classes you're actually seeing there, we can actually use it on a tuple too. It's actually part of the class we can use. I think there is iter, there is underscore iter. If there is something like that, I haven't seen it coming, so I think there should be some kind of iterative function on it. So there is not really much on tuple, just need to show you. And you can actually say print my tuple. I think it's even on index. Let's see if we can print tuple on 0. So we're just going to print. What am I doing here? Let me just do it right here. Okay, so let's go like Python 3. Okay, it's actually index. We can print on 1. We can print like that, so we can actually get tuples like that. So to loop through all the values in the tuple, we can say for I in my tuple, so like that, my tuple. Then go ahead and print the I for me. So that should definitely return everything that we're actually expecting. So these are the values that we have inside our tuple. I'm not going to waste much of time on tuple, we're just going to scrub it through so you get the idea. So let me just explain what is happening here. You actually look at this high as something that is moving, and that is the only way you can understand it. What I want to explain now. So this I, the first time that it moves from here, then move into this bracket. So this is the open bracket. It's moved into the bracket. Then you say, okay, when I actually reach this first element, which is C++, I'm turning myself to C++. Then I will print out into the console. So once it's actually reached the C++, it turns itself to C++, then print itself out, and with here is this right here. So the second time, when it's actually finished doing that, it go ahead and move on into the second list, which is the index of 1. Then it actually goes the same way. Okay, once I reach Java, I turn myself to Java and then print Java to the screen, and do it again. Then move to PHP and print PHP to the screen. So if we have thousands, billions of what's called values inside our tuple, then definitely that is how everything is going to work. Just going to continue to jump from one value to another, turn itself to that particular value, then print it out. So what I is actually doing is not different from saying I is equals to is equals to C++. I'm actually typing in the dark now. It's in the dark. I is equals to C++. Then it's going to say, okay, print me myself I. So once it's actually done, it's going to say I is equals to Java again. Then it's just going to say print I. Sorry, there's going to say I is actually equals to PHP again. Then it's just going to say print I. So if I actually run the same this without this, let me just delete this. If I run this, you realize that it's not going to be different. It's actually printing the same thing as this, and that is because the background, that is what the for loop is actually doing. So say, okay, I'm C++, I print, then I am Java, I print, then I am PHP, I print. So to make it easy, that is why you need a loop. Well, it's actually easy for me to do it like this because I have just three elements. What if you have thousands, even 100? You get tired of writing codes. Alright, so that is actually all about tuples. See you in the next tutorial.